Here we go.
Ooh.
Real.
Hello, everybody. Welcome on in. Welcome. It's good to see everybody. How you all doing? Welcome in, Yvonne. Welcome in, Boo. Welcome in, Pocket. Congrats, Yvonne, on getting first. It's always good to see all y'all. And we are going to be finishing off today with a lovely and wonderful Buried stream. We'll hopefully be finishing Buried today because it's not that long of a game. And we are, I think we just finished chapter 3.
I think so.
And there's 5 chapters.
Thought
So
we finished chapter 2.
it's very possible. I know, it's been a while.
Going into 3.
We might be going into 3. In either case, we got 5 chapters in total, so it should be a good time. But greetings, dear spirits, and welcome to Purgatory Corner, the library of dreams, where stories never end and the shells stretch into eternity. I am your storyteller, Sinspeaks, and today we're here with the absolutely wonderful Ducky and the wonderful, wonderful Yvonne. How you both doing?
Hello.
Hello,
straw
doing
baby.
good.
Straw baby.
We're both strawberries.
Yes, and we're going to be continuing the tale of Buried, an interactive story today. Find your seat amongst angels and demons alike, and perhaps add a new book to your shelf. Every story has a reader. You should always share your stories. There's going to be kind of I believe this game is a psychological horror thriller, kind of, but it's all story, so we're just going to be reading a shit ton. So feel free to rest, to ease yourself down, to relax, and to have a fairly good time with us, as I always try to adjust my model to make it so it doesn't look like I'm constantly looking downwards. It's very annoying. Like every time that I look where I am, it always feels like I'm looking downwards. Okay. There we go. That should do. All right, let's move over to this. Change over this to... Where the fuck is my buried? There you are, buried. Change over this to this. Oh, why is this the way it is? Heat. This to that. Wunderbar. And we should be good then. Show up on the screen. Why are you that sized? Okay, I don't... Okay, hold on. This should capture it. Come on. Come on. Bye, Bupo Francais. I swear to God, I'm gonna beat your ass like a goddamn drum. Come on. You can do it. God, thank you. All right. This fucking game, dude. Has some issues. Some issues that just never been ironed out, unfortunately. All right. Here we go.
Yeah.
Guess who forgot that the escape
stream.
button is close the game.
Stopped it.
Oh, goodness. Then
The only goddamn game on the fucking planet that the escape is the fucking... Ah, God. So bad. So much. Can you guys see it?
Yep.
Okay.
I see it.
The ride up the elevator is tense. I take a series of deep breaths, doing everything I can to stay in control. Amy has gotten back to her feet, but her head is pressed against the elevator wall. She suppresses a series of sobs. I find myself trying to remember the way the creatures looked, but my mind seems to shudder at the effort. I have seen something that is an impossibility, a mockery of what I know is real. This fills me with a terror that dwarfs anything else I've felt since discovering the facility. I try to focus my mind on something else, and remember Marcus's threats. Wonder if we'll see Marcus again, I say, mostly to myself.
Ducky.
Oh.
You got this.
Do you think Barkus got away from those things?
Probably, or I sort of hope not.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
I hope not.
Yeah,
He can be there.
Sort of hope
he can
not.
just stay there.
Still you.
Ah, fuck.
Like he's busy building things.
Stop! I'm not building things. I actually just lost track of where the fuck I was. Me too.
She looks at the ground, her arms folded. So, how'd you end up here? She gives a nervous chuckle and shrugs.
I used to work at the Pentagon. It was some pretty under...
Echelon.
What the fuck is that? Under echelon?
Yeah, upper
stuff?
echelon.
Upper echelon. Fucking God. Upper echelon stuff that I still can't discuss.
I assume this place is even more upper echelon, I say.
This place isn't even on a scale. My other job was a cakewalk compared to this.
Then why stay?
Because the money is ridiculous. I have a 13-year-old girl already talking about Harvard. Do the math.
Harvard, huh? That's ambitious. Or any other kids?
I mean, she's only mentioned the one. Do we really need to know if there's any more?
My daughter's in college. Yeah, you got any others? Like, eldest daughter, maybe?
Oh god.
Does she have a job?
Harvard, huh?
You gonna do Harvard, huh?
You wanna go with that, Tuck?
Sure.
Alright. Harvard, huh? That's ambitious.
Oh, I know. She's a force of nature. Her dad ran off when I was 3. When she was 3. So shut the fuck up. So far, a long time, it's been just her and me. For a long time, it's just been her and me.
She pauses before continuing softly.
What if I never see?
Her voice breaks off, the words too terrible to say. Her eyes fill with tears. Just then, the elevator comes to a stop, the slight ding of it interrupting the moment. She hastily wipes her eyes, and we waste no time in getting back inside the command center. Children can be thought of another day. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Boom, boom.
I ready the rifle, suddenly certain that there are more of these creatures waiting for us in the hallway at the second level. But the way is clear, allowing us to haul ass to the command center. Once again, I find myself staring at the screen that shows my ruined worksite.
Okay. It can't be that hard.
I keep peeking over my shoulder, my senses feeling as if the monsters are sneaking up on us mere inches away. I then think of Dennis, and remember that we left him alone, and wonder how he is faring back on level 3. Is he safe? Probably not.
Dennis is dead.
I look back at the screens and see that Amy has finally found what she is looking for. I know, shocking. A prompt on the screen says, override of hangar doors and all level 3 locks require clearance code. Duh. She types in a number with shaking fingers, and the screen goes blank for a moment. The moment the words, override confirmed, come up on the screen, she jumps from the chair and heads out of the room.
We have to be quick. We have exactly 20 minutes to open those hangar doors.
What happens? Or let's get the fuck out.
What happens in 20 minutes?
Yeah, what happens?
Communication is not their strong suit, apparently.
Nah, not a fucking bit.
Okay.
Not one fucking bit.
That's you, Doug.
Oh, okay. The locks will kick in again. Security measure, I can't do anything about it. Oh, fuck. That...
Follow her out of the command center and bound back down the hallway towards the same elevator that brought us here. I mean, it's apparently closer. Why didn't we use this in the first place? She punches the elevator button and the doors slide open. We're taking this same elevator back down to the biochem room? Those creatures are still down there.
I don't think they have much of a choice.
Oh.
I lost it. Still down there. There are even more in the other direction, remember? Hopefully they've left.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Neither of us say anything else as we share a look of immense dread. Slowly stares at Dougie. Immense dread.
Immense dread.
We step
Oh,
back.
no.
We step back into the elevator and head down to the biochem room on level 3. Well, it's a good thing we know where we're going. Oh look, blood.
Ah!
Fancy.
That wasn't there before, was it? Was it?
I know. As the elevator doors open, we peer out, looking to see if the creatures are still in the area. But it's all clear. When Amy looks to me, her eyes are clear and strong.
Marcus wasn't entirely wrong.
She says as we start walking back towards the hangar doors. About what?
About how I'm partially to blame for this.
You're right, you absolutely are. Or why would you be to blame?
Why would you be to blame?
Yvonne?
Because it's true. Why would she be blamed? It's not. She's
Well-
just doing her fucking job.
Yeah, go with tact. Why would you be to blame?
Why would you be to blame?
Some of the things we do here, it's scary. We should have known that one day something like this would have happened. Everyone here with knowledge of what goes on at level 3 is to blame.
It's a highly advanced research facility. Doing amazing, but risky stuff. So, yeah, you are partially to blame by just working here, but I can understand the dedication. So, why don't you tell me a little bit more about what does go on in level 3?
Are you familiar with the large Hadron
Hydron.
Collider.
Kildor Collider? Fucking words,
Kildor.
man. In Switzerland? See, the only fucking word I recognize is Switzerland and large.
I've heard the phrase, but that's about it.
It's a powerful particle accelerator. Right now, they're using it to try and create what is called dark matter. Fucking great. You know what? Fucking either one. It's still all fucking bad news. It's theorized that the dark matter actually makes up the majority of the universe, but part of the universe very different from ours. I'm guessing that people at the LHC will probably create their first dark matter particle in about 2018 or 2019. Well, bitch, we've already passed that.
Yeah, I don't remember when this came out. I think this was 2016 this came out.
Damn.
Yeah.
Here in this facility, we are able to create one almost 10 years ago. It was the key to our research.
What does this matter do, or does this have something to do with those things?
I'll let you pick. I think it has to do with those things, though, personally.
Yvonne?
Thinking.
Oh boy, gotta think.
Gotta think.
Gotta think.
Yeah, what does it have to does it have to do with those things?
Okay. What does... Oh, sorry. Does this have something to do with those things?
Yeah. We still don't know all there is to know about the dark matter and the other matter we have yet to identify. Those creatures could be made of it, or maybe they are some even more exotic matter. We just don't know. If dark matter is responsible, there are no real answers to have.
I scratch my head. So you're saying this dark matter helps with what? Opening up other dimensions or something?
That's the theory. During the point to point transfer, the subjects are gone for about 3 to 6 seconds. There's no way to see or measure their presence, but they exist somewhere. From what we can tell, they exist in some kind of void. Sending them to the void, guys.
What is this void like, or have you done this with people? Dun dun dun!
Have you done this with people?
Yeah, probably people. That's
right.
probably the biggest question.
Have you done this with people?
We have sent human subjects through. Almost all of them have returned successful.
I make an involuntary grimace. Almost.
There was one man, Dr. Kahana, who didn't return. We don't know where.
She trails off, taking a moment to collect herself. Ah, sorry I asked. Feeling my mind start to bend inward again. God really played with me today. I was driving on the highway listening to American Pie. Small truck was next to me and the dumbass was driving very fast and swerved last minute and the whole truck almost fell on me. Oh no.
Excuse me, the fuck?
Oh, Spider. I hope you're okay.
Oh goodness.
I'm glad that
Please drive safely.
I'm
No, you're driving safely. They need to drive safer.
I'm glad you're not injured. That's the important part. I'm very glad that you're still with us. As we continue to walk between the silos, we walk past an area where we left Marcus behind, but he's long gone. Maybe he found a way out. I realize that we're walking very close together between the silos, perhaps trying to create the illusion of safety. We reach the exit, connecting to the hangar doors, where Dennis hopefully still is. My guts clench and my heart hammers in my chest as we open the door and walk through. I lift my rifle, but at first it seems like there's nothing waiting for us. And that's when I see the glowing, hulking shape to my left, closing in fast. If I hadn't seen slowed down, would have been a whole different story. I'm glad your reflexes were on point, my friend. Continue. Something's watching us. Oh, the spooky music. The creature is about 10 feet away and coming in quickly, so I do the first thing that comes to mind. I drop to the ground, make myself a smaller target, and raise the rifle. Not sure if I should just unload on the bastard or try to be choosy with my shots and weaken it. Or, at least, slow it down. Weaken or kill?
Well, remember, we are low on ammo.
That is true.
Shoot to kill.
I say weaken.
Alright, it is time for the dice. Have fun at class. Roll 6. Sorry, yes, 6. Even duck. That's an that's an even. Alright. You said shoot to kill? Alright. Shoot to kill. The beast is less than a foot away from me when I start firing rapidly. I'm not sure which is louder, the gunshot or the high-pitched screeching as the creature staggers. With that, it seems to turn and jerk away, parts of it appearing and disappearing every few feet. It moves down the hall and out of sight. Apparently, even several rounds of bullets are only enough to slow this thing down. I look quickly around for others, but there is only Amy. She looks at where the monster went with wide eyes. Her face is pale. I wonder if, like me, she is able to feel her mind trying to retreat. Ask her if she's okay, or just get the fuck moving.
Ask if she's okay, because you gotta snap her out of her state, wherever she's in.
Hmm?
She's
yeah, you okay?
Alright. You okay?
Yes, I'm fine.
If she feels anything like I feel, I don't believe her. Come on, let's find Dennis and get through these hangar doors. Amy glanced down at her watch and nods.
We're already down to 6 minutes. Fucking 6 minutes already, damn!
6 minutes left, oh boy. We turn towards the hangar doors. I'm a little disgusted with myself because the blaze scene that so shocked me before now seems mild. Amy goes to work on the computer console on the side of the doors. She starts punching in keys before saying...
I did.
No, about that.
Oh wait, this is gonna take some time.
I thought you already unlocked it.
I did. But these doors but for these doors, there's still security permissions I need to hack. Marcus would have known what to do with this. How to do this.
She trails off, and I decide to let her work. Suddenly, something slams into me. I feel my feet leave the floor, and I'm literally thrown across the concrete. I look up in time to see one of the creatures, apparently in no hurry to attack me again, focusing on Amy instead. She's not armed. I need to come up with a plan to get this thing away from her so she can focus on getting the door open. It raises one of its flickering appendages, making me certain that part of its makeup is pure light and energy. I could easily take a shot with my rifle, but my mind again goes to how much ammo I have. The only other thing in the room I can think of to get to chase me and lead it away from this room somewhere. Distract it and run, or shoot the fucker?
I don't know. Both of them are distracting. Probably shoot it.
Eva?
Yeah, shoot it.
Alright. I lift the rifle groggily and fire as quickly as I can. Not having good footing and still reeling from the attack, the aim is off, but the noise of it distracts the monster from Amy. The monster turns to me, and I'm again face to face with something that has no business being in this world, in this reality. Its body gives off a sort of glow around the central part, a bulbous core that has branched off into two humps, very much like a spider. Again, I sense that this visual information is not accurate, but it's the best I can do to make sense of these impossible creatures. I pull the trigger again, this shot taking the monster directly in the center. It spasms backwards and lets out a shriek of agony that makes my ears feel like they'll explode. From somewhere very close by, another creature cries out in response. You okay? I ask Amy. I can see her battling for control of her faculties. Steeled determination wins out as she gives a grim nod. Any sign of where Dennis went? I ask, hoping she hasn't noticed his body somewhere.
No.
It's then that I realize I have no idea how many rounds I have remaining in this rifle. This isn't a model I'm familiar with. Outside of deer hunting, I'm not much of an expert in firearms. Still, I'm able to locate the chamber easily and see that there are 4 rounds left. Not great, but it could be worse. How are we on time? I ask.
4 minutes. I'm going as fast as I can.
Amy does her best to focus on the keyboard, but there's still no sign of Dennis. Before I have time to look around, a screeching sound erupts from the other end of the room. I bring the rifle up in a sure stance and turn around. With the hangar's doors right behind me, no signs of Dennis, and a closing window of time, I have to be confident. Yet, when 2 monsters come around the corner, my body wants to shut down. The appendages seem to jump in time and space, reaching out for a split second independent of the body and then disappearing back to where they came from. It turns and screeches at me, its glowing tentacles snaking out of its body. My knees tremble uncontrollably. Behind me, Amy shrieks. I can feel myself losing control, my mind slipping to the abyss of insanity. I pull myself back from the brink. I've got to stay in control. Turn away or shoot them?
Shoot them.
Was it, Doug?
Shoot it.
Alright.
Shoot it.
I step away from Amy and the hangar doors and towards the monsters, ready to defend her. I ready my rifle, but the creature wastes no time. It makes that jerky motion towards me, and there's a sharp pain in my chest as it collides with me. Or through me. It's hard to tell. My instinct decided to grapple and hold the thing down, but then I realize I don't even know if that thing will try to work. You try to get away, or do you try and grab it?
I'm terrified of what's gonna happen if you fucking go grab it.
You don't want to grab a creature from another dimension?
So it's trying to just pass through us right now?
From what I can tell, pretty much.
Probably grab it.
Can you scroll up a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, it turns, screeches. I feel myself losing control. Pull myself from the brink. I shoot it.
Mhm.
And then Slides or goes through me. Let's grab it.
All right. You said
Grab a
grab it
hold
too,
of it.
Duck?
Yep.
Try
it,
and
bitch.
grab the creature. I try to grapple with the creature, but it feels very different from my struggle with Marcus earlier. It's not so easily grabbed. My fingers slide through parts of it, some parts like a ghost, others like a jellyfish. Touching it burns my hands, but only slightly. When I realize I can't grip it, I quickly spring away and turn to face it. With a scream of defiance, I raise my rifle and put a round in its core. The shot lands dead center, and the light inside of it flickers almost violently. It falls back against the wall, issuing a hiss of its telltale static noise. It then jerks away and retreats, at least for now. Another terror appears as if out of nowhere, screaming at me with its high-pitched whine. It bounds forward, charging its strange, spastic way. I aim the rifle, intending to take this one in the core too. I take several shots, but it's still coming at me. As it slams into me, I realize I only have one bullet left. On contact, the wind is knocked out of my lungs and the back of my head strikes the floor, but neither of these things is as alarming as the fact that the beast is on top of me. Its exterior is like a seashell that has been pounded by the surf for so long that it has lost all edges and ridges, but the grip it tries to capture me with is pure violence. I feel these light-soaked pinches start to wrap around me. I raise my rifle, knowing I only have one shot left. The weight to the monster is erratic. One moment I feel weightless, another I feel like I'm going to be crushed. I push upwards with the rifle to aim, but it's overpowering me. I'm not sure I'll be able to get an effective shot off. I see the core of its body, a spider-like shape connected to the rest of it by thin white strings of tissue. I know I'll be dead in seconds unless I can manage a shot, but I don't know where to aim. This thing's already survived for so long.
Center.
Center.
Alright, shoot for the center. The creature is seconds away from tearing into my shoulder. I have to stop it now. I grunt as I try to angle the rifle in the direction of the beast's formless core. The dependers begin tugging down on the barrel, and it's at that moment I pull the trigger, unleashing my final shot. Thank God I saved this bullet earlier. This shot aggravates it enough to win me some breathing room. I saved my shoulder, but this thing's still alive and kicking. When I see the creature extend its tentacle in a violent whip-like motion away from me, well, it makes that static, screeching sound. The creature disappears into thin air and reappears a few feet away from me, retreating. With a shudder and a cry of desperation, I get to my feet just in time to see the monster head in the direction of the biochem room. Amy looks over at me from her terminal at the hangar doors, looking petrified. I manage to help myself up when I see another figure nearing us. To my relief, I realize it's a human figure. Dennis, with a gun.
Fuck yeah.
It is. Alright.
Dennis.
Hey, you okay, boss?
His eyes aren't on me. They are looking to the creature, trying to understand exactly what he has just seen.
About 15 minutes ago, I heard the door to the maintenance room unlock.
He says, pointing to the room I tried to burst my way into earlier.
Ah. When I did the override up in the command center, it unlocked all small doors down here, including those maintenance rooms.
I went inside there and hid, and while I was waiting for you to, I found this chest, this miscellaneous trunk. Massive trunk. Yeah. Fucking I can't read
Found
apparently.
a full-ass truck inside the maintenance room, man. It was crazy.
There were a few guns in it, so I grabbed this one.
Ah, he's patting his shotgun. I'm glad you're safe. Or hell yeah, you found some weapons.
Safe.
I'm glad you're safe, Dennis.
Yeah. Show him we care.
I'm
about
glad
him
you're
and not
safe,
just
buddy.
guns.
Thanks, boss. Me too.
Amy doesn't break eye contact with the panel.
Almost done.
Suddenly, without warning, a shot ricochets off the wall behind Amy's head. Startled, we look around. Did Dennis's gun go? Yeah, a shotgun shell across the floor, sure. With another shot blast near us again, we all drop to the floor. I look around, wondering who or what could possibly be shooting us. Those creatures didn't do anything that even remotely seemed like gunfire. And then I see him. Marcus. Fucking son of a bitch. Should have killed him while I had the chance. He has a rifle and is walking towards us, an insane look in his eye. What voice did we give him? Okay.
A nerd.
No idea, but he's gonna have this voice now.
You gave him a nerd voice. Because he's a nerd.
You're all gonna die. Oh, excuse me. You all deserve to die.
He unleashes another round that I hear whiz by my head. Dennis doesn't hesitate. He stands up and shoots at Marcus, causing him to retreat. How much longer? Open that damn door!
How much longer?
Either one.
Alright, we'll go with how much longer.
How much longer?
How much longer, Amy?
Almost there.
She makes a few final key presses and then says,
Done.
Shut the fuck up. I was about to find that word. I got lost. Done!
The doors open with a noise of hydraulics and a whoosh of air. With Marcus pinned down by Dennis's gunfire, we start moving towards the door. At that moment, another creature jerks into existence around the corner between us and Marcus.
Yeah.
Marcus says, unloading into it. But then he learns the same lesson we did. This only slows the creature down. Marcus gives us one last look, then turns and runs off in another direction. Dennis, Amy, and I climb up and head towards the doors, moving on nothing more than adrenaline. I see her look longingly at the maintenance room Dennis took the shotgun from.
You get into the hangar. I'll get more firepower.
Satisfied with the plan, Amy heads towards the door. We scramble inside, finally inside the hangar. Dennis approaches from behind holding several guns and looking like a kid who grabs an armful of Halloween candy. Amy reaches out for a 9mm with one hand. Dennis turns to me and hands out a shotgun and a handgun for me to choose. Both look deadly. The shotgun is more powerful, but the handgun will certainly be more precise.
Shotgun.
Shotgun.
Alright, shotgun is. You took the shotgun. I took the shotgun, surprised how heavy it feels, but I'm also invigorated by its weight. There are more creatures coming, as many as a dozen. They're floating down the hall quickly, their tentacles slithering. The way their light seems to mingle together is almost beautiful. Close the door! I yell at Amy. She dashes to another terminal mounted on the inside of the hangar doors and tries desperately to close them.
It's not working! This terminal is disabled.
Dennis looks through the open doors, readying himself to shoot the first monster that nears us.
Should we try to slow a few of them down, or just run for it?
Which one do you guys think would be better?
Run for it.
Yvonne?
Run, Forrest, run!
I think slow them down.
Oh, you're gonna slow him down?
Alright.
Oh boy.
Even for Duck, odd for Yvonne. That, my friends, is even. Hi, Gilly. Oh, thank you, dear. I appreciate you. Alright.
Run!
Let's run, baby. How you doing, Gilly? That's you, Duck.
Good idea.
With that, we turn around and sprint out onto the hangar floor. Hope stream's going well. It's going very well. We're just slowly getting through this story of gripping terror, horror, and mostly death. There's been a lot of death. Pretty extensive amount of death. But it's been pretty fun so far. How have you been, Gilly? It's good to see you. Da 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 da. Ooh. I forgot how big these things are. Death. Death is fun. Never changes. The room is enormous, so large that to call it a room seems silly. A large concrete floor stretches out below an expensive loft ceiling. The area is mostly empty, except for one side which has rows and rows of metal barrels. Back on the far wall is a lit area that seems to expose more rooms, labs, and machinery. Also in the rear of the hangar, I can see some kind of chamber or control center. Dennis and I follow Amy across the hangar floor. Behind us, a series of rough, slithering sounds tell us that the creatures have made their way into the hangar. From somewhere up above, a loud buzzing noise sounds out. Reminds me of the slight buzzing I heard in the forest, the sound that got me into all this trouble in the first place. I look ahead and see that the far back of the hangar, a bright red light is flashing. There is a small hatch or door below the light. The hatch is open, and I can see a shape inside it. I can barely make out the figure of a man standing there holding an industrial microphone, and as soon as I see him, I hear his huge amplified voice. Blares down on intercom system, and he sounds pissed. I don't know who the hell you are, but this is a government facility on lockdown, and there are protocols to shit! I assume the curse coincides with the exact moment he sees the creatures. They're making their way through the hangar doors. They're about 20 feet between us and the creatures. I act instinctively, squeezing off 2 shots with the shotgun. The first shot sprays low, hitting the floor and causes a shower of sparks, but the second one causes one monster to jerk backwards. It's a good thing that a shotgun is quite forgiving. Amy and Dennis take the cue and start firing as well. The floor becomes littered with swirling white fluid from the wounded creatures' bodies, but they are not slowing down. The alarm keeps shrieking behind us, and when I turn to see if anything is changed back there, I trip over my own feet. I hit the ground hard and almost comic fashion slide several feet across the ground. From the ground, I can see that we managed to turn back 4 of them. I also see that my estimate of a dozen is off. There are at least 20 of them. Their sick, dim light, sinister and gloomy. Their appendages seem to bind together as they come forwards. My only hope of survival is that the man in the far doorway has somehow shut that hangar doors. His voice comes blaring over the intercom again, broken by the booming noise of the gunfire that we are laying down. Run here, towards the isolation chamber. Not sure how much time we have. I realize I can sprint ahead of Amy and Dennis, or I can hang back and give them cover. Just fucking booking it, or are we covering them?
Give him cover.
Alright, keep shooting to cover the others. Go inside where the guy is, I say. Well, I'll make sure we don't have any of those things right on our tail. I'll hold them back for a while. I know it sounds macho, but it also feels like the right thing to do. I have to at least try to give us some kind of chance for escape. So as Amy and Dennis run through the doors, I blast at the next thing I see moving. All I get from my troubles is that static-like hiss and a high-pitched whistling noise. I'm able to beat them back for a bit, forcing them to scatter. Each flicker of light is a small victory. If nothing else, I'm buying Amy and Dennis time. When I'm certain there's nothing more to do, I turn and run. I hustle, quickly catching up to Amy and Dennis, who stop and provide me with cover fire.
There!
Amy says, pointing to the small door where the man was standing earlier. The swarm is less than 15 feet away now, so furious that they are pushing through one to get to us. I fire, still not quite used to the kick of the shotgun. I aim for the core, but the shot hits low. Still, it knocks the bastard back, giving me time to adjust. We are in the middle of the hangar floor now, with the isolation chamber ahead and the monsters behind. Beside me, Dennis also fires. The kick of the gun jolts him, probably resulting in him being weakened from blood loss. His shot lands true, though, causing a jerking stumble and a flicker of its light.
We're almost there! We're almost in.
Amy yells as we get close to the door we hope will save us. Let me guess. Push them in.
Yeah, fucking push them in. Sparta
them
kick.
first.
Hell yeah. Yeah, fucking roundhouse kick these fuckers in. Oh, hi. Appreciate the throw. I'm assuming that was Wally. Get in, motherfuckers. Gilly! Hi, Gilly. Oh, you're a sweetheart. In the fucking building again. Oh my god. I appreciate you, Gilly. You're such a sweetheart. Absolutely save your money, though. God damn it. All right, let me do my arm curls real quick. Ugh. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright, there we go. Ooh.
Oh boy.
Get inside, I tell Amy and Dennis, motioning them to get moving with my gun. I open the door and give Dennis a push towards it. He resists, more eager to try taking down another of the beasts before he makes it to safety, but he eventually gives in. I wait a beat, to make sure Amy is inside too. I fire off a few rounds in the creature that's still heading for us, hoping to slow them down. When Amy and Dennis clear the door, I nearly rush inside, but then feel something hot seep into my back.
Roger!
The pain in my back is so immense that I barely notice the fact that I'm being lifted from the floor. I look down and see that one of the creatures is using its flowing arms to grab me by my wrist, its tentacle wrapping around me. It lifts me into the air as if presenting me as a trophy to its friends. I can't angle the shotgun to fire off a round, so I bring the stock of it down on the monster's translucent, smooth body. It's like striking at fog. My attack is very little effort. Oh, thank you, Unholy. It's good to see you again. As it continues to hoist me up, screeching its approval, Dennis comes back out of the room and fires off another shot. The bullet catches the monster on the underside of its core, sending it backwards and causing it to freeze for a moment. It releases me, and I hit the ground, dropping my gun and again find myself unable to breathe. I feel slightly dizzy, but that fades when I see Dennis is still standing outside the door. He's firing into the beast like a madman and doesn't see the one to his left, coming in along the edge of the wall. Push him or yell?
Yell.
Yell.
Alright. Dennis, look out! Hearing my voice, he turns to look directly at me. This is the opposite of what he needs to do. Behind him, the creature glides up, shaking back and forth in space as it moves. By the time Dennis turns and sees the creature coming, it's already drawn several of its appendages back to strike. Dennis tries to raise his gun, but it's knocked away by one of the tentacles. The second tentacle strikes, and Dennis is spun around and thrown off balance by the attack. He catches himself before falling. The third tentacle wraps around his forearm, and I can see it squeeze, tightening instantly. The tip of the appendage passes clean through his hand, its blood-soaked tip poking out through his palm. He grimaces with pain as he tries to wrench his arm free, but the creature's tentacle has his hand speared like a nail through wood. In a moment of dark clarity, I realize that I can free him with a clean shot at the monster's tentacle, but it will almost certainly mean blowing Dennis's hand clean off.
Oh.
Dennis! I yell at the creature's high-pitched static sounds. Can you get free? I have a shot! Maybe!
No!
The creature tosses him around by his hand like a puppet.
Don't shoot! I can get free!
I can't tell if he's right, but the other monsters are starting to encircle him. I need to act fast. What are we thinking, guys?
God, I don't want to... Fucking, he's got to have a hand to shoot a gun with.
He's got two.
Yeah, but he could also bleed out if you shoot his hand off.
Yeah, he don't forget, he's also already bled out earlier in the day.
This is true, but we are right next to the exit.
Yeah, but if you shoot his hand off
Mm-hmm.
and he drops,
All right.
You run the risk of
Coyote in a
having to
bear
go-
trap.
yeah, run the risk of having to go drag his ass in.
Yeah.
I say wait for Dennis.
Okay.
Take the shot.
All right. Here we go. We're gonna roll the d6 or the d6s again. If it's even, we'll take a shot. If it's odd, we will. Or sorry, if it's even. Wait, Ducky, what you want to do?
I want to
Wait. Ducky
wait
wants
for
to
Okay.
wait.
Yeah. So if it's even, we'll wait. If it's odd, we'll take the shot. It's odd. We're gonna take the shot.
Oh no!
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Oh boy. Let's do this shit. Shoot off Dennis's hand. Alright.
Pissed at you.
You decide to take Dennis's hand to save him. If I don't take the shot while I have it, they are going to kill him. In a last-ditch effort, I tried getting a good shot on the monster, but there is none. It'll hurt Dennis even worse if I try. I take aim, and I fire off a shot. The shot lands perfectly and results in a lot of blood and screams from both Dennis and the creature. His hand disappears into a spray of red, and the monster's appendage simply fades away. It literally seems to wink out of existence. The creature screeches while Dennis hits the floor, wailing in pain. The reality of what I've done sets in and nearly paralyzes me.
Get him! I'll cover you!
I nod, still reeling from the sight of what I've done to Dennis. I stumble out of the door. Amy is true to her word. She fires off a few rounds into the approaching monsters as I make it back to Dennis. I grab a hold of him with my good arm. I drag him backwards as fast as I can, nearly falling down in the process. When I reach the doorway, Amy reaches down and helps me drag his body the final few feet into the room. She manages to pull off another shot, and when I look up to see what she's hit, I can see another dozen or so of these monsters. Dennis is screaming in pain. When he looks up at me, he is sneering. That's you.
You crazy asshole.
He shudders violently, sweat and tears coursing down his pale face. Amy slams the door behind us. Finally, we are inside the room, hopefully safe within what looks to be an isolation chamber of sorts. Along the frame, nearly a little electrical lock beeps as the door is secured. Oh, we're on chapter 4, apparently.
Damn.
So I actually do know what would have happened if we didn't shake his hand. You guys want to know?
Yeah,
what would have happened?
If we didn't take his hand and we waited, he would have been buried under monsters.
Well, shit.
And then pulled into the floor and fused with the floor in the most painful way you can possibly imagine dying.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had a feeling.
It is pretty brutal. However, now that we've shot his hand off, he fucking hates us more than he already did. As you could probably guess.
He can shoot us after we get out of here.
Yeah. You know, we didn't tell him about Tony, question mark? I think it was Tony.
He already hates us for that. Yeah.
And we forgot our hard hat, so if he hits us in the head, you know.
You know?
God damn it.
End of chapter 4. Alright, what was our choices, ladies and gentlemen? How did we do? Self-control. You and 51% of players shot to kill the creature instead of just weaken it. You and 59% of creatures shot at the creature instead of running to distract it. You and 43% of the players took the shotgun instead of the handgun. You and 57% of players disobeyed his wishes to not shoot, causing him to lose his hand. Yeah, we were on the majority side for most of that. That's a shockingly even split, honestly, for this chapter. I think some of the other chapters were like 60s and 30s and stuff. But...
Well, so a little bit of my reasoning is two things. First off, shotguns are generally easier to use for novices. And like he said earlier, a little more forgiving. And
That's
especially true. If he's hunted before, he's at least used a shotgun, and even military styled shotguns are the same functionality as a hunting shotgun.
Yeah, same basic gist.
Unless you're dealing with one of those looks at mine funky abominations. There are some exceptions to that rule.
That just makes me think of, I don't remember what movie it was, but it was when one of the characters, like one of these bad action movies, and the main character, or one of the main characters, had a fully automatic drum-fed shotgun. It was absolutely stupid, but it was so beautiful.
Are you talking about Predators?
No, not Predators. That was a different action movie.
Really good shotgun.
Yeah. He like shot out of a tower and blew it up. We are now inside
figure that out later.
a large reinforced chamber of sorts. Almost like the inside of a submarine. Iron Lung reference. No.
Yeah.
Near us is the door, shut tight. Far away from us along the back wall, all sorts of controls and monitors. Seems clear that this Mel door is impenetrable. At least to them. I'm fairly certain that they aren't getting in. Dennis looks like a walking corpse. I do everything in my power to not let this show in my expression. His face is a grimace. He shouts out to me.
Alright, I was reading something else. I got distracted. To hell with you. What were you thinking?
Blood pools on the floor below wherever he held his arm. I say nothing. It's all too much. My brain feels like jelly.
We need to get him some help or he's gonna bleed to death.
We are interrupted by a man's voice booming behind us. Just what in the hell do you think you're doing? He's an older man who seems to exude power and authority, but he also looks tired and scared. I assume this is Barksdale. He walks over to us from the back recesses of the chamber.
Where am I?
We didn't have
We
any
didn't have a
choice.
Shut the fuck up! I could have gotten it! We didn't have any choice, we had to.
Did you override the locks on the hangar doors?
Yes, I did, but we had to.
Do you have any idea what you've done? She doesn't answer right away. She's furious, but she's also very scared and visibly exhausted. Do we speak up like a bitch, or do we stay quiet like a bigger bitch?
Speak up.
Yeah, speak up.
Who is this? I address my question to Amy, preferring to get my info from her rather than whoever this is. The man doesn't break eye contact with Amy.
The asshole, it's him! The one and only. Colonel Barksley. He runs the place. Barksdale. Barksdale?
The asshole, it's him.
Yeah. That's him. Did I stutter?
Keep going.
Look, Barksdale. You can berate me and lecture me all you want when this mess is all over. Right now, I have a wounded civilian here, and as you can see, several entities trying to get into this room. That's you.
No, it's still you.
Wait, is it? Still me?
That's
So if
still
you
you.
could actually do something instead of sitting on your throne and yelling at me, that would be great.
I'm impressed by her guts and her weirdly stopping every now and again. But I do wonder if there's some kind of beef between the two of them. Surely working in a place like this could cause some stress and tension between people. As we wait, I notice a small peephole in the door. I go to it and look out to the things. They're still looking for a way in, but finding no success. Wonder if they can sense or somehow see me through the door. Do we flip them the bird, or I shrug?
Yeah, flip them off.
Flip him off!
Fuck you, misters. I can't help myself. I hold up my middle finger to one and smile defiantly. I get a blast of high-pitched sound in response.
Fuck you!
You'll be reprimanded for speaking to me in such a way, Barksdale says to Amy.
Reprimand me all you want. I'd like to survive first.
Cover your ears, he shouts, walking away towards the far end of the room. Stay put until you hear back from me.
Thank you.
She says with
Better
fire
do
in her
what
voice.
the man- Better do what the man says.
Cover our ears, or
ears.
do we dare question Amy of all people?
Cover your ears.
Probably for the best. I clap my hands over my ears just in time to protect my hearing from a deafening blast. I am still bleeding, and the sudden movement to cover my ears makes me feel dizzy. Dennis clumsily covers one ear with his hand and one ear with his bandaged arm. When I see the shape he is in, I get myself in check. Compared to Dennis, I'm in tip-top shape. I did that. I took the shot that took his hand off. I need to make all that mean something. More bursts of a loud, explosive noise start ringing out. Looking through the peephole again, I see a core of one of the beasts explode. It vanishes in a puff of smoke and clear liquid. Looking to my left, I see Barksdale in a shooting stance at the far end of the room. He's firing through a small slit in the wall. He's using some kind of high-powered weapon, likes of which I have never seen. I see slight movement as the gun kicks, accompanied by a flicker of white light. Immediately, another monster is downed, its tentacles flailing around aimlessly as most of its core is torn through. I instantly feel gratitude and immense satisfaction in knowing they're being picked off in such a way. Do we continue watching this bastard of a man, or do we finally sit down to rest?
Sit and rest.
Alright, sit down and rest, baby. I slide down against the door and simply wait, listening to the occasional patter of what I assume is their blood on the wall. I don't know how much time passes, maybe 5 seconds, maybe 5 minutes. And I don't care. It feels nice to lay down. When the firing is over, I barely even notice it. Soon after, Barksdale walks back to our side of the room. They're all gone, and I've resealed the hangar doors. I should kill them like that. Classified weapons that, quite frankly, you have no business being near. Amy gets to her feet and returns to the panel on the wall.
Thanks.
How badly are civilians hurt?
One of them is in bad shape. He's lost a hand and a lot of blood. The other is not too bad. I see a laceration on his back, and that's about it.
Okay. I'll have Strickland get a medkit.
Strickland survived?
Yes. Until you and your friends showed up, I thought we were the only ones. Hang tight. She's on her way. With that said, he retreats towards the back of the room, as if he can't stand to be around us. Amy approaches me and looks me over.
You're in good hands. Strickland will be able to fix you up.
Is she a doctor or something?
Sort of. She is the physicist?
Yeah.
But oddly enough, she spends time as a trauma nurse. She spent time as a trauma nurse in the army.
Strickland a friend of yours?
Yeah, we've known each other for a while. The only woman in a sea of overachieving men.
You know, she might have a thing. Might have a thing for Strickland.
You know?
You know? Shall we just say that Barksdale is a prick, or we're glad Strickland survived?
Barksdale is a prick. Because he is a fucking prick.
Yvonne?
Parkland's prick.
Alright. You know, Barksdale sounds a little bit like a prick, you know that? Yeah.
Look, we're not military. We don't need to mind our etiquette.
Right?
That's you.
That's because he is. But he runs this place, so he sort of has the right. Yeah, Washington.
Wait, I feel that might be. Wait. She says earlier. Wait. So, wait, why does she say yeah here?
I think that's the other woman.
No, because Strickland hasn't appeared yet.
Oh.
Oh well, I just assume that fucking maybe that's weird sentence structure, but that's okay. Keep going.
Yeah, Washington or a facility buried under the root of Kentucky, gender roles stay the same.
Within a few seconds, the door behind us opens, and a woman appears from further back in the chamber. She enters the room with what looks to be a small suitcase. She's dressed in a very basic and drab military getup, complete with a holstered sidearm. Yvonne, do you want to do this voice? Do you want me to?
Sure.
All right. Dennis is not going to be talking much.
Okay. My name
Yeah,
is
no.
Connie Strickland. I can patch you guys up pretty well, but it's gonna hurt.
She looks closely at Dennis, looking over with precise care and attention.
You're not in the best shape.
He responds,
Ugh.
grunt.
Seriously, I can fix you up, but only temporary. You'll need intense care for that arm. But first thing first, though.
She pours a liquid over his maimed arm and starts stitching. She then wraps his arm with 3 entire spools of gauze. Blood shows through right away.
That's the best I can do for now.
She gives him a sympathetic frown.
I could care less. I'm a cripple. Do whatever you want. I don't know why I can't say that word. As though it matters.
Strickland looks over at me.
Sit down. Let's see if I can get your see if we can get your shirt off.
I sit down slowly and start unbuttoning my shirt. She has to help me slip off my shoulders, but we manage. Not my worst night. How bad is it?
Nah, bad. It's almost like a burn, but I've seen much worse. Your friend here, for example.
Yeah,
Fuck that guy.
I've seen worse. Yeah, him.
Nah, you're right. I might as well talk to her, I guess, if only distract from the outrageous quantity of pain I'm experiencing. What's your story, or you're a scientist too?
You're a scientist too.
I kind of want to know the story.
Alright. Even for Duck, odd for Yvonne. That is even. You're a
Hell
scientist
yeah.
too?
Yeah.
Okay. You're a scientist too? Strickland rolls her eyes as she gathers up a needle and some thread.
I was always into fringe science. Fringe? Is that how you
Yeah.
say it? I started in labs. S. Then I skipped ahead because I'm trying to prepare words. Eccentric, right? Is that
Yeah.
the word? Eccentric? Okay. I started in labs where these eccentric Russian scientists were being funded by the US. Oh, should I have been doing a Russian accent? Damn.
Russian.
US to work in combining DNA types. I sort of became obsessed with perfecting human physiology while I was a trauma nurse in the army.
You were a mad scientist then?
I don't get that a lot, but no, not compared to the stuff we do here.
What kind of stuff? Or, you know what? Fuck it. I don't want to know at this point.
I mean, I'm assuming they're not going to tell us, so might as well ask.
Duck?
Yeah. I
Alright.
agree.
What kind of stuff?
It's complicated. Omar masses, quantum gravity, crunching things down into their Schwarzschild radiuses, fun stuff.
Yeah. So a mad scientist, I say, trying to keep myself calm with dry humor.
There are a lot of labs working on the same stuff. They just don't have our funding. when you guys ran in here, I was horrified. Those barrels outside, I'm not sure if you saw them. Well, if you shot them, it could have been bad.
Why?
Well, the gray ones are filled with experimental fuel, highly, highly flammable, and the yellow ones contain liquid nitrogen.
That is very important to remember, by the way. That this right here,
Oh, I
gray
already know
ones,
then.
very important.
As soon as I heard it's Chekhov's gun, we're gonna go shoot those later.
So gray is fire, yellow is ice. I always forget it, which is why I'm mentioning it now. I always forget it. But gray is fire, yellow is ice. What? Just laying around?
Well, this is the safest area in the building. The
What
most
is
secure.
the safest area?
Well, it used to be anyway. And take this.
She hands me 4 pills.
Painkillers. They won't work immediately, but they'll dull the worst of what you're feeling.
Are these the best idea? Won't they make me dizzy or out of sorts or something? All I get in response is an annoyed and determined look. Do we take them or don't take them?
Fucking take them.
Yeah, take them.
Alright. Take the painkillers. You took the painkillers. I dry swallow the pills as she starts working on me. She slathers the wound with some kind of liquid that stings like crazy, and I gasp. Ouch! Or grin and bear it.
What do you pick, Doug?
Grin and bear it.
Okay.
Alright. Well, grin and bear this shit while staring directly into Dennis's eyes.
Ready to stab me yet?
I'm fine. I wince as she dabs at my eye, swollen from where Marcus kicked me so long ago. I grit my teeth in pain and try to catch my breath. Dennis comes out of his haziness and tries speaking to Strickland, but his words are slurred.
White light from the ground.
Is that it?
You think that's because the white light from the ground. You think that's because the power outage? Think that brought these monsters out? Could be. But your crew was far enough away from the facility, or at least we thought you were.
He chuckles in a way that makes him sound incredibly menacing.
Oh, no. Wrong. You thought wrong.
Dougie?
Oh, what?
Very bottom.
So you and Barksley are the only survivors?
It seems that way. Those that didn't disappear into thin air were killed by those things.
She says, nodding to the secured door. How many were killed, or no one else made it?
No one made it?
You sure about that?
You sure about that, Willis?
Which one sounds better?
How many?
Okay, Duck.
You know what? Yeah, how many?
Alright. How many were killed?
I'm guessing about 30 or so. I'm not sure how many were scheduled to come in today.
Duck.
I'm glad to see you. We were where were you when this happened?
I was in the micro lab on level 2.
Microwave.
Park and O'Brien were in there with me, and they just disappeared.
Poof.
It looked like they were being stretched or distorted, and then a ball of white light, and they were gone. Oh, that's still me. The ball of light just annihilated everything it touched.
Would it leave a perfectly round hole? I ask, a light bulb turning on in my head. We saw some of those up at the logging site.
Yeah, and I saw a ball of white light too. That's probably the same phenomenon.
Amy looks at the ground like a child that is afraid to ask an adult for something. Finally, she asks,
Where did they go?
Oh, well, we don't know. It could be an infinite number of different dimensions, or even some dimensions merged to mix together. It could also be a plane of existence between dimensions. Barksdale called it the void.
I'd call it dead.
Oh.
Or how is that possible?
I call it fucking hell.
Is that possible or dead?
Dead.
How is it possible?
Alright. Even
Oh,
for
boy.
the duck, odd for... Honk. Odd for Yvonne. How's that possible? How is that possible?
We don't know yet. Our understanding of space-time is evolving, especially when you start wrapping it. Oh, whoops.
Especially when you start wrapping it like it was, like we have been doing.
That point seems to be
But
the end of the
warping.
conversation,
Warping it.
as both women fall quiet. I wince through the rest of Strickland's stitching, feeling the tug of my skin, but thankfully no more flowing blood. Finally, she says,
You're good to go. Slap.
She looks over Dennis one more time. He doesn't so much as stir when she checks her work. She's already having to remove the gauze on his wrist as it's soaked through with blood. The wound looks like it's starting to clot, though, so that's good at least. I stare at the floor as Strickland does what she can. Will he make it?
I'm not a doctor. Not really, but based on the bit I do know, I'd say it's 50-50 right now.
Oof.
50-50? Fucking damn.
Alright, Dougie.
So, have you and Barksdale been able to contact contain all those creatures?
She looks shocked. Clearly not the reaction Amy was expecting.
Contain? Are you nuts? Do you know how? Do you not know what's happening?
Her eyes
not at
widen
all.
in fearful confusion.
The anomalies. Oh wait. What do you mean? What happened? Other than the initial experiment failure.
Oh,
That's you.
No, that's you.
That's you.
it's me.
Hmm?
The anomalies are becoming more numerous and further from the source.
The casual humor in her voice is now gone. What anomalies or further from the source? Bitch, what do you mean?
What anomalies?
Yeah, what enough?
What anomalies?
The doorways, the pockets of exotic matter and negative energy that are letting those things in. The failed experiment caused the first one, but it set off a chain reaction. They're gaining momentum along
Geosticks.
geosis. Blah, 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 blah,
Good enough.
and
Animating.
animating. Geosis animating from the facility. Hell does that mean? It means.
That's Amy.
It means that those doorways and monsters are starting to appear all over the facility, maybe even the surface. They gone fucked up.
Not yet, luckily, but the doorways will start to appear on the surface, and it won't stop there. Is that still me?
Yes.
The anomalies reach could extend infinitely. As far as we know, those entities will appear on the surface in other states and other countries.
Holy shit. You mean the world is going to be overrun? The horror of the past few hours had made me ready to believe anything, but this is almost too much.
Unfortunately, yes.
My God. Isn't there anything we could do?
There is a last resort.
Her eyes darts over to Barksdale at the back of the room.
There's an emergency
That's you.
There's an emergency fail-safe switch.
What? I've never heard of that. Where?
We weren't cleared for it.
And the switch is a way to stop this?
Yes.
She seems quite uneasy with the conversation. Was it due, or why haven't you hit it already?
Why
What
have
does
you
it
not
do?
why have you not done it? Fucking do it. There's so much death, what the fuck?
Alright, even for the duck, odd for even. That is even. Why haven't you hit it yet?
Yep.
Why haven't you hit the switch already?
Well, there's two problems with hitting the switch. The switch is our eraser. It destroys the entire facility and terminates any systems of our experiments that are being conducted. It's also like an emergency shutoff for interdimensional travel. It puts an event horizon around the facility.
Oof. What the hell is that? I ask incredulous.
It's the perimeter of a black hole. Perimeter. The boundary inside which nothing can escape, not even light.
So you.
Feel me?
Mhm.
So the first problem is we'd all be killed, sucked into the black hole before we have time to evacuate. The second reason, the second reason is that Barksdale won't allow it.
She whispers, suddenly quiet. Amy?
What? Why not? He wants to allow these things to flood the surface? Thousands, millions will die.
Strickland puts a hand up, silencing Amy. They both peer over to the far side of the room. Barksdale has his back turned.
I know. He says he doesn't care. He says he'll be happy to be rid of the oversight so he can continue his work.
So continue being an asshole.
Very much.
Oh, the oversight?
She almost screams, regaining control over her voice when Strickland gives her another look of warning. You mean our government? He's aware this could disrupt, even topple our government, and he doesn't care?
Barksdale he's off the range right now. He's gone rogue, and he's armed.
This comment made me look towards the shotgun I brought in with me. I'd nearly forgotten it in the last few moments. While Barksdale has his back turned to us, I take it in my hands and slide it behind me. Just in time, too, as Barksdale walks over from the back of the room to our side of the chamber. He gives Strickland a suspicious look before speaking to her. Are the two civilians going to survive? He asks. Dennis chuckles at this, and I'm relieved to see his eyes are open. He gives a lazy thumbs up.
One is stitched up and good to go, but the other one is in bad shape. He'll need immediate medical attention.
Understood. Amy, it's quite nice to see that you have survived. Were there any others? The aloof way this man is talking to us is getting under my skin.
A guy named Marcus that works on the first level from IT. That's all I know for sure.
Marcus Papscott. Where is he?
Is that me?
Oh, that's me. We're not sure. He was separated from us. Oh, he replies, clearly taken aback by my stern reply. That's unfortunate. He seems to think about something and then looks directly at me. You're with the logging crew, aren't you? Remind me, how did you get in here again? Searching for a crew or through a building on the surface?
Searching for the crew.
Yeah, searching for
That
our
is the
crew.
truth.
We were searching for our crew. Nah, makes sense. The cloaks for our entrance shed are tied to the primary source, and we lost primary power just before the experiment failed. Cloak?
Look.
Yes. The shed you entered is usually not visible by the naked eye.
Depending on the power
Depending on the
sources that
upgrade.
were damaged, we could have also shut down the locking systems before backups kicked in. Everything is starting to make sense now. From the very start, it seems very peculiar that we'd be able to easily walk into a place like this. Where's the rest of our fucking crew? Or what caused the
Yeah.
experiment to fail?
I mean, it's an experiment. It's bound to fail at some point.
Well,
Hmm.
we
You're
already
more worried about your
know.
crew.
We already know that wherever the white light goes, literally just disintegrates people. Not disintegrates. It throws them into another universe. So
Mhm.
what the fuck caused the failed experiment?
You know, fair. Actually, let's go with that one.
Alright.
Because we already know what happened to them.
We're desperately trying to pretend we don't. What caused the experiment to fail exactly? It's,
Your crew hit one of our main power lines? What the fuck? Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. I believe that's still you.
Oh, is it to me?
Yeah.
Your crew hit one of our main power lines. We aren't sure exactly how, but we know that's what did it.
You're trying to blame this all on me? The timing was unfortunate. Where the fuck is our crew, or what now?
Where the fuck be our crew?
Yeah, where's our crew?
I appreciate you, Revy, and thank you for the check-in.
Hi,
All right.
Ruby.
Where the fuck is our crew? Hello? Your crew. Frank and Joe? They're gone.
Gone?
Wow!
Gone where?
Dennis asked, his voice trembling. They were annihilated by antimatter pockets created around the failure. A bright ball of light destroyed them. In the aftermath, all you see is a round hole in the ground. He says this like he's sharing yesterday's sports scores. I let my face crumble into my hands. I'd suspected this all this time, and they were already dead. Hello, everyone. Behind me, Dennis lets out the beginning of a sob.
Damn it. Damn it.
Amy?
So what do we do now?
Now it's time to continue our work, he says calmly, turning away to the instruments on the near wall. Do you call him absolutely batshit insane, or do we keep quiet like a good boy?
call him batshit insane.
But element of surprise.
This is true.
I'd say roll for it, just to see what
Yeah,
happens.
roll.
All right. Even
Release,
is the duck,
release.
odd is even. That's an odd. That's even. Keep quiet.
Alright, just keep secret.
All right.
Yeah, I'd be keep quiet.
All right. We're not going to call him an idiot. This guy sounds like a complete lunatic, but he's a lunatic that's accustomed to power and armed with a type of advanced armory or weaponry. So I keep my intentions unspoken, assuming Barksdale is used to going unchallenged by people he considers beneath him. Certainly seems like the type. I want to continue my work. Other researchers will eventually discover what we have, sure. But I want it to be me. This is my laboratory. These are my experiments. The work I've led here will earn me my place in history. And quite
Yeah, he's
frankly,
fucking batshit crazy.
I don't need to explain it to you. Up on the surface, they'll struggle to defend themselves. Since they won't know what they're dealing with, I have the necessary weapons. After a few months, who knows? Maybe I'll decide the world is ready for me to help them. And we'll go from there.
So he's being a dictator. Awesome.
Yeah. He turns his back to us as he says this, walking to the far side of the chamber like we were some kind of distraction. Amy takes this opportunity to whisper to us.
We need to hit the switch. It's the only option. What he's saying is murder, treason, genocide.
She looks over to Strickland for support, trailing off. But Strickland looks at the ground, clearly torn. She won't look anyone in the eye and makes an effort not to look at Barksdale. He seems distracted with whatever instruments he's studying on the far side of the room. The dreamlike quality I experienced earlier is wearing off. The painkillers seem to be losing their edge. Strickland finally whispers a response.
Strickland.
Even if we decide that we want to hit that switch, Barksdale won't allow us.
To hell with him, or you can figure something out, right? Right, buddy?
To hell with him.
To hell with him.
To hell with him. Amy agrees.
Where is the switch located?
There's an goddamn another elevator. There's an elevator out in the hangar. Take it to the basement. The switch is at the end of the long tunnel.
But Strickland never finishes that sentence. Two things happen at once as she speaks, her mouth stopping in mid-sentence. First, a loud booming noise rings out, and then the top of her head seems to explode.
Oh my god!
Amy screams out in surprise, and Dennis and I jump back in shock as Strickland's body collapses beside me. Behind her falling body, Barksdale is holding his experimental rifle, and now he's pointing it at us.
Fuck this man over. Kill him now.
Hey look, blood on the wall. Be a lot more blood if her head exploded.
Yeah, there would be a lot more.
I wonder if Barksdale is even crazier than Marcus. He just shot a woman that worked for him to keep her quiet. Surely he won't have an issue with killing me. Now, Barksdale yells, no more whispering, no secrets. You three will stay in here. Get away from that door. If anyone whispers one more fucking thing, I'll blow your heads off. My mind is racing to figure out a way to get through the secured door into that hangar. Beyond that, of course, there's the failsafe. Do we insult the bitch? Do we make a distraction?
Insult the bitch. I feel like he's not gonna care if you insult him. He's just gonna continue doing what he wants.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because it's just an insult. You're not defying him. You're not whispering.
Yeah.
You're just saying.
Yeah,
like,
we're
it's
no
just
longer whispering, we're yelling.
You're just fucking telling him straight up. You're an asshole.
Look. If I had a plan to do something mischievous, and literally the other person I was planning to do the mischievous thing to beat me to it, I'd have 2 nickels, which is not a lot of money, but it's weird that I've done it multiple times.
With no other ideas, I resort to something I know how to do extremely well. Be noisy. You moron. For someone in such a position of power, you think like an idiot. Kill me. Go ahead. Then you better get someone out into the woods to move my equipment. You really want the police snooping around a wrecked logging site for missing loggers? If anyone as dumb as me found my way into your little hideout. My rant is having its intended effect. His teeth clench and rage fills his eyes. You're a fool. You don't have the slightest idea how difficult the work is we do here. How advanced and world-changing. Keep him talking or shoot them.
Fucking shoot him. Actually, no. Correction. Keep him talking because he's still looking at you. He still has the gun on you.
That is true. Even.
Yeah, but if we talk too long, he'll just shoot us before we can act.
That is true. God. Flip it.
Alright, flip a coin, baby. Even for a duck, odd for even. What we got? Even for duck. Keep him talking.
Yeah, keep talking.
She originally said shoot him.
No! No! You're just getting your way. No!
Keep him talking, baby. You scientists think you're so smart, Andrew. But you have no common sense. All the knowledge in the world is useless if you have no moral compass. He's starting to lose control. His breathing intensifies. If you think for one moment that you could do. As quickly as I can, I raise my gun and fire. I don't even take aim, I just fire in his general direction. He takes off running as my shot misses wide. He runs for cover to the back of the room. It's all we need. Amy also fires a shot to keep him under cover as we head for the door. She pushes a button and the door swings open. He'll be on us in a second, so we dash out into the hangar, ready to defend ourselves.
Haha!
He's a bitch!
Haha!
Remember, gray is fire, yellow is ice.
Yep.
All 3 of us run as fast as we can through the rows of barrels. Right away, though, his gunfire separates us. I hear a shot hit nearby as I dive down and realize that neither Dennis nor Amy is with me. I hear Amy cry out from elsewhere in the barrels. Peering around the barrel closest to me, I can see Dennis. He's crawling slowly on the floor, 2 rows away from me. Seeing him move so slowly, I can't imagine how he's finding the strength to even do that. Stop this nonsense. I got a good mind to shoot the fuel and kill all of you. Then I realized that not getting away from these barrels would be our death sentence. Tell them to get away or run.
Tell them to get away.
Yeah, tell them to get away.
Before I could do anything, a shot comes from the isolation chamber. It's immediately followed by a pinging sound and a massive wall of heat. I feel the heat before I feel the force of the explosion. It occurs several rows away from me. I can still feel the physical push of it. I hear Dennis scream and then the clanging of metal. So another barrel explodes and then another. I realized I could run back and help. Try to get myself clear. I might not have enough time to do either before the next round of explosions. What the hell should I do? Run back to help them or run the other direction?
Help them!
Yeah, help them.
You decide to run into the flames to help. My instinct to help overcomes my instinct to survive. If I don't help them now, the exploding barrels will leave Dennis and Amy as good as dead. I turn and start heading their way, but I'm not quick enough. Another barrel blows up between us and throws me back across the hangar floor. My face and arms scream with the unimaginable pain of deep burns as I'm lifted from the floor and tossed forward by the explosion. I slowly muscle myself up from the ground and try to regain my footing, my entire body feeling sore, begging me to just stop. When I look back for Dennis and Amy, the scene is not promising. Neither of them seems to be able to move on their own. Dennis is lying flat on his face, unmoving. Amy is about 20 feet away from him. She's wailing in pain and clutching her leg. Behind them, I can see Barksdale looking for a shot through the fire and evaporated liquid nitrogen. I fire off a shot just to get him to duck back down. I look back out to Dennis and Amy and see the fire nearing the fuel barrels. I can maybe keep Barksdale pinned long enough to pick them up one by one and help them walk to the elevators. But more barrels could blow at any moment. I might only have time to save one of them. Dennis or Amy, guys. Dennis or Amy.
God, no!
Dennis is currently seemingly unconscious. Amy is conscious, but her leg appears to be in pain.
God. But he's also crippled, too. He's
Yeah.
also mad at you still. It could even piss him off even more to come looking for vengeance. Oh, no. You gotta flip for it. You can't decide. You gotta flip for it.
What do you think, Yvonne?
The problem is, at least in my head, Dennis is someone we know.
Right. Yeah. Can't say they have kids because they both have, one of them has kids, but they both have kids.
Dennis has to help with Tony's kids, okay? You know, we have to get Dennis back to Tony's kids, man.
Right. You're in a relationship, secret one, man. Let's be honest.
All right, which one are we helping, guys?
Fuck. But we need the scientist that knows how to actually run the device.
That's true. Fuck.
Like, yeah, we could go down there and like fucking monkey wrench the shit out of it, but we need Amy for the clearance to try to get out, or we're gonna self-sacrifice and just stay down there while it goes off. So either way, Dennis is dying.
Either way, Dennis is dying. I guess we're gonna help Amy then. Fuck.
Help Amy then?
I guess.
Dennis has gone through so much. We even shot his hand off, man.
Yeah.
All right, last chance. Do we help Amy?
Help Amy.
Yeah. Amy
All right.
first.
At least you're still moving, Amy. Let's do this shit. You chose to help Amy first. I take a deep breath and sprint back into the open amongst the flames and the heat. Right away, I start taking blind shots at Barksdale. He fires back only once, and the shot goes off into the growing fire around me. I take one more shot and reach down for Amy. She's coughing and looks dazed. Her leg has been burned and scraped badly. You okay? She only nods as I help her to her feet, the fire licking up around us. I help her towards the elevator, narrowly avoiding the fire and a hot death. Somewhere through the smoke, Barksdale shoots into flames. He gets off another shot to around the corner to where the elevator waits. Amy leans against the wall, gasping for breath. Drenched in sweat and feeling like I just escaped a furnace, I know I have to try to get Dennis as well. I wheel around, gun aimed into the smoke, and head back out. I can only get a single step before I see Dennis slowly getting to his feet. I open my mouth to call out to him, but another explosion right beside him cuts me off. He's engulfed in flames. It's over. I scream and run out for him, but Barksdale is firing at me again. After everything, Dennis is gone because of Barksdale, a raving lunatic. I scream at him as hatred and rage rise up in me. I want to rip Barksdale to shreds, no matter the cost. Do we try to kill him, or do we escape through the elevator?
Fucking escape the elevator. You have a chance later.
Well,
You will have your revenge.
Duck, we have a problem here.
What?
Yes, we'll have a chance later, but like fucking Marcus, he'll be lingering around in the fucking shadows.
Marcus did survive.
That is true.
We missed our opportunity to put Marcus down, and he almost got us trying to get in here. If you're voting elevator, I'm voting kill.
Oh boy, gotta roll for it.
All right, let's roll for it. Even as duck, odd as Evon. What we got? That's an even. All right, going through the elevator.
Yep.
All right, escape through the elevator. I give Dennis one last regretful look, very much aware that I have to stop now or I will only get myself killed as well. With tears in my eyes, I stop firing and run back through the flames towards the elevator. See that Amy has already called the elevator. Amy?
The best way to get back at Barksley for what he's done is to flip the switch. Yeah, no, see? Fucking flip the switch, man.
My nerves are drenched in fear and adrenaline. When we step inside the elevator, it feels like I'm watching someone else do it. As the doors close and we descend, the light from the flames give way to complete blackness. Now it's just me and Amy. Dennis is gone. Now, I don't think you can save them both. I could be wrong, but I don't believe you can save both. That I've never actually had that exact scene before. That was very nice. I lose track.
That was a new experience for you?
That was a new experience, yeah. Because every time I've ever done it, I think one time I did it, Dennis was already dead. The other time I did it, we saved Dennis first, and we had to shoot the gray barrel. And the person I was with chose to shoot the yellow barrel because they thought that was what liquid nitrogen would be stored in, and ended up burning her to death.
Oh, fucking great.
Yeah. So I've never had that experience before.
Wait, but the yellow barrel was the liquid nitrogen. The gray one was the explosive.
No, yeah, gray is fire and yellow is ice. So if you shoot the ice, then wait, hold on. Gray is fire. Oh yeah, no, sorry. She shot the gray one.
Yeah, you still get burned from liquid nitrogen though, but
yeah, no, she shot the gray one. She shot the explosive. As I said, I can never fucking remember which one is which. I 100% would have fucked us if that question had been popped up.
Sin, if we ever get stuck in a real life survival situation, you and Duck are staying in the back lines.
What do you mean, me? What the fuck do you mean, me? Excuse me?
I will 100.
I say it in the sense of I want to protect you.
I will 100%. Yeah, you did.
He's a problem.
You're just like, I would love to protect you, Ducky. He can go fuck himself, but yeah.
Fucking.
Look, you're now on babysitting duty. You're making sure the invalid is not getting into trouble.
Oh god.
I lose track of how long the elevator descends. It's hard to tell due to the lack of lighting, but it must go another 500 feet underground. The elevator comes to a stop with a shuddering clang, and wastes no time exiting. A tunnel stretches out, with sparse white bulbs lighting the way. Most of the walls made of raw earth and rock, but there are boards and concrete slathered in areas used to reinforce the tunnel. I see a warning sign posted on the wall. I want to read it, but there's not much time. Read it anyways, or we just walk through the tunnel?
Yeah, read it.
Warning. Authorized personnel only beyond this point. Trespassers will be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. Absolutely no exceptions. Well, glad we got that one out of the way now that everyone is dead. Suddenly, I feel the effects of my painkillers again. My head feels like a balloon and my balance is off kilter. I look up and when I see the tunnel ceiling is less than 6 inches over my head, claustrophobia freezes me for a moment. The ceiling is not high at all, and there's barely enough room for Amy and I to walk side by side. Which is for the best, because her leg is clearly causing her a great deal of pain. She's soaked in blood and hobbling along. Amy?
I don't think I can go any further.
Sit down, I tell her. I'll be back There's no sense in chancing further injury to your leg. She nods, and I help her down. She shudders in pain as she eases into a sitting position on the floor.
Thanks. The switch should be down at the end of this hall if Strickland was right.
I look up, and when I see the tunnel ceiling... Oh, right, that's... It's one of those things, like, this is a bug in the code. Got to take this out, because it repeats itself. Yeah. Still as much better than facing the monsters above me. I wonder then, walking through the darkness, where they came from. Is the portal still open? It's almost completely dark. I hold the gun in one hand and reach out to touch the wall with the other. Feeling the gun there in my palm anchors me to reality, to sanity. I am not in some boundless abyss, but still in the real world. And for a little longer, at least. I realize that I am marching to my end. As much as I wish I weren't, it's not surprising. From the moment I saw what these creatures could do to time and space, at least a part of me knew that death was inevitable. Before I had the time to wonder what will happen, I see a light ahead. It's nothing more than a speck of blue light, but in the darkness of the tunnel, it's like a lighthouse on a stormy sea. I slog forward, my eyes straining to focus on that little light ahead. From somewhere ahead, I start to hear something that sounds like water. It is trickling lightly, like a leaky faucet. And behind that, there is something that sounds like wind. A light breeze through an open field. And a voice. Anywhere else, the sounds would have been pleasant. But here in the blackness of the tunnel, they're menacing. Hello, or stay quiet.
Hello?
Stay quiet.
Alright. Even for Duck, odd for Ebon.
Look,
We're
I'm
all stay
more
quiet.
worried fucking Burnsdale's gonna show up and shoot Amy.
Or Marcus
coming
comes
to
down.
Or this is Marcus in front of us.
Alright. We're all stay quiet. I don't make a sound. Instead, I try to get a sense of what's going on around me. I cock my head, trying to concentrate, and then realize why I can see the tunnel walls. This is odd. I wasn't able to see them a few seconds ago. This is different from that blue light at the end of the tunnel. It's then that I see a slight shimmering in the air. Looks like a foggy mirror steamed over after a shower. And it's moving, dancing in the air like some abstract firefly. It's not menacing like the creatures, so that threat is null. It's peaceful, serene. I watch as this shimmer branches out and becomes 2, then 3, then 4. I snake out in different directions, tracing the tunnel walls. Are these shimmers the doors to another dimension that Strickland was talking about? Suddenly, I'm surrounded by light above and below me and realize there's no avoiding it. The question is, how am I going through? Feet first or head first?
Feet first.
Feet first.
Feet first into hell, boys.
Look, we're not wearing our helmet.
Right?
Unable to resist, I step forward to where the tunnel wall should be. When I do, these shimmering lights branch out even more, before connecting in a perfect circular form. They are hypnotizing. So much so that I don't realize that the tunnel walls are vanishing. I feel something like wind and a brief electrical pulse pass through me as the lights take me. There's this very gentle pulsing sensation, and I suddenly know that I'm being expelled. I pass through something. Maybe the lights, maybe the tunnel walls, I don't know. But the shimmering lights fade. Still dancing in the air, but no longer large and branching out. As my eyes adjust, I can see right away that I'm no longer standing in the dark tunnel far beneath the hangar. I have no idea where I am. I'm just somewhere else. And I'm terrified. Oh no!
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I would be terrified too.
I would be fucking shitting myself. Fuck that shit.
The ground I land on looks like hot coals. There are dips and many cliffs breaking the landscape ahead of me. There's a wash of orange and blue overhead in a sky that makes no sense. It's both beautiful and terrifying at once. A scattering of stars hang overhead, and they all seem to be breathing, pulsing with a gentle energy as if alone. I can't tell if there are clouds in the sky because everything about it, from the colors to the trembling horizon lines, seems to be amorphous. Everything is knitted together, living. I stare a moment longer, and I swear I can feel the sky breathing. Far off to my right, I see what looks to be a plume of fire, small yet bright, with no source of fuel. It looks as if the land itself is creating the flame, some more of the flames dot the landscape further on. The air is thick and muggy, then I realize something horrible. I don't know if what I'm breathing here resembles air at all. It's a place like this, one of impossible beauty, but also very stark horror. My mind doesn't know what to do. A wave of nausea comes over me. I think I might be sick. Not sure if it would be better to fight it or give in. The white light that brought me here is nowhere to be found. Is anyone else even here? Is there any way to escape? Look around or yell out?
Look around.
Yeah, look around.
Alright. Look around the area. I continue to look out at this nightmarish landscape and a few other unexplainable oddities. There are billowing flames in the distance, not like a volcano or explosions, just some kind of slow heat crawling upwards that defies reality. This analogy seems even more fitting when I see the thin, fan-like roots of the fire twisting itself into the ground and then darkening back out in all directions. I get that sick feeling again in my gut and realize that my mind just needs something to focus on. It's then that I hear a voice. It is faint, distant. I turn and hear it coming out to one of the massive crevices along the ground. Inside that crack, about 10 feet down, a very pale man lies on the edge. He is human, but looks very close to death. He's in the center of a large pool of blood, and his left leg has been twisted and torn in an unnatural way. As I walk to the ledge, he looks up at me, and he sees me. Yvonne, you want to do that?
Help! Help me, please!
His eyes are wide, although everything about him speaks of weakness. He is close to death, or insanity, or both. Who are you, or what is this place?
Who are you?
Who are you?
Hey, it's that guy.
Hey! Yeah, no fucking
Is
help
this
him.
your first time in here, Sin?
No, this is my second time. There's 2 places that you
Okay.
can potentially go to. This is just one of them.
I'm Dr.
Kahana.
Hana.
Kahana.
Please. I work at the facility. Help me.
I want to know more, but it seems cruel to steal what looks like his last breaths just to answer my questions. I'd love to, but I don't know where the hell I am or how to get back home.
A light. It's a doorway. It might take you back to the facility.
Might, or where did it go?
Might.
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 There's no other way to know where the doorway is taking you. You could be stuck in another world or between worlds. But it's the only way out of here.
I desperately want to help, but there's no way I can reach him. His ledge is too far away above the pools of fire. I don't think I can get to you, I said.
No. That's... Oh, yeah. No, that's not what I mean.
His eyes are on the shotgun. I almost forget that I'm all still holding it. I realize what he wants, and I shake my head. I can't. I can't do that.
Please. Those things. They have others that came here with me. I got dropped along the way. They'll be back. They'll be back and they'll kill me. That
He indicates the gun.
will be quicker. Less painful.
I can't.
Please, look at my damn leg. I'm dead anyway.
I'm about to refuse him again when I hear the all too familiar static sound out from another crevice behind him. I hear another of those shrill noises and then watch as one of the monsters materializes up out of a neighboring crevice. 2 more come out after it. Then a third. Then 5. Soon I lose count as what was just a few turns into a flood. And I suddenly understand the man's reasoning. A bullet would be a mercy. I check the gun and see that I only have 1 round left. I can use on this guy, but I might need it for myself later. But besides me, the man pleads again.
My God.
A waver of lunacy in his voice. Did we shoot him? Did we give him the mercy?
Save the last round.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with save the last round only because he did this to himself by volunteering to be tribute.
You know, that's a fair point. Alright. Sorry, Buddy Boo. You're the only folk that didn't make it out of the original testings. Have a good day. You did not shoot the man. I'm so sorry. I can't. What I don't tell him is that I'm in a situation where I have to keep this 1 bullet. I can't waste it on him. He whimpers a bit and I look away, unable to see that misery on his face. Behind me I hear him give a mix between a scream mixed with the high-pitched noises of the army of creatures. Their volume rises, he lets out cry after cry. I clench my teeth as the torture continues. And suddenly, his voice is silenced. And only the sick, static sound remains. And that's why I see the shimmers waving to my right, in the direction I originally came from. I look back to the monsters and see that they have now noticed me. Some of them begin floating up the walls of the crevice. They're less than 10 feet separating us. The shimmers of white light are within arm's reach, its movements reminding me of a fish in an aquarium. I reach out and feel myself accepted by them again. I feel the sensation of wind, and wait for the feeling of being pushed out, back to the tunnel in the facility. But it doesn't come this time. This time I feel something else. I feel a tugging sensation that seems to want to drag me in all directions at once. As the world goes dark, I realize I am somewhere else. And it is not the darkness of the tunnel. This is the darkness of a total void. Woo!
Boy. The void.
There is darkness around me everywhere. Nothingness. I feel nothing under my skin, nothing to my side. I can't touch or sense anything at all. I don't even know which way is up or down. It's as though I am all that exists. And as I remain there, I just hear silence. Not even the sound of my heartbeat. The blackness is so deep that I feel I can't distinguish between my thoughts and what is real. I hear screaming, but I can't tell if it's someone else or my mind screaming to fill this void. Cry out or try to move?
Try to move. Yvonne?
Yeah, try to move.
Try to move. I try to kick and move my arms. It's not working. But it's not clear in what way it's not working. Are my limbs not moving? Have they gone numb? It's impossible to tell. My body has just become absent of all sensation. I assume this is the place that Strickland referred to. The place between dimensions. This darkness could consume me if it wanted to. I try to will myself out of it, to have those shimmering lights spit me out. But it isn't happening. At this point, my mind starts to hallucinate. Or at least I think it does. These visions, my mind playing tricks on me, I can't tell. All I can do is watch. I see the logging site and Tony's legs still pinned under the dozer. Feel pang of regret that I left him in such a state. See myself talking to Dennis and him blowing up at me for not telling him that Tony was gone. Then the scene rearranges itself and I'm standing between Dennis and Marcus's gun. Changes again and the shape of Marcus lies on the ground, still hell-bent on revenge, even after I let him live. In my mind, I'm sobbing as I shoot off Dennis's hand, trying to convince myself is the only way to save him. But he'll never forgive me. Try loud scream as Amy and I watch Dennis get blown apart by Barksdale's rifle. But there's still no sound. And just when I feel I can't take any more of this, I see the man in that strange world, begging for death. I watch as he's distorted and torn by those beasts. All of these things are flooding my mind, and it feels like my brain is vomiting. Yet in the midst of it all, see what's really important. The switch. In my mind's eye, I see that glowing light in the tunnel. The one far ahead, small and distant. Do I try to relax or do I try to focus on this?
Focus.
Focus, baby. I focus my mind on the tunnel and that image of that flickering light. With a mental effort so strong that it is nearly a physical motion, I make myself envision that little light in the tunnel as if it was right there in front of me. With that, I feel the wind again, a light breeze that seems to come from everywhere. And then, with a relief that I can only imagine feels like death, I move forward. We're back!
Fuck yeah!
Hell
Oh, thank
yeah,
God.
baby.
If we relaxed, will we stay in there forever?
I have no idea. I'm ejected from the void and I'm suddenly standing in the tunnel again. I let out a wail of triumph that turns into a bout of weeping. The weeping only intensifies when I see that light up ahead, a flickering blue light. Somewhere behind me I hear a crackling noise. I think of Amy down that way by the elevator. Have they reached us? There's no way I can find out. For now, I have to keep on with my plan. Besides, if it works, we're all gone anyways. Feel like I can listen to get a better read on where they are. I can make a break for it. Which one?
Make report. Wait, no. Listen, actually, try that.
Run for the blue light.
Oh, yeah, run for the blue light? Oh, run for the blue. Yeah.
Run to it, Duck?
Yeah.
All
I thought
right.
you were like, make a break for it somewhere else and be like, fuck everything.
We're running to the blue light. I don't even bother looking back. There's no time. Instead, I run with all my might straight ahead, my focus on that little blue light ahead of me. As I run, I see a different light, a white one, flickering my peripheral vision. It's another one of those shimmers that go to other worlds. Seems they are appearing and disappearing with more frequency now. Strickland was right. These things could reach the surface soon, unleashing more monsters. That thought makes me refocus on the blue light, the man-made light, the switch. The blue light gets closer. As it does, I can make a square shape around it. This has to be it. The familiar static screams of the monster is much closer now. I have to be quick. I grip the gun tightly, knowing I only have one bullet remaining. The bullet that the man in the other world had wanted me to use to end his life. I run ahead into the darkness, my eyes locked on the switch that I assume is going to kill not only the creatures, but myself as well. As I approach, I see the lever. It's covered by a glass box that I will need to break. The blue light is directly beneath us, highlighted by a series of tubes and wires that snake into the inner workings of the device. In the middle is blackness, not like a darkly colored part of the machine, but just a whole reality. It looks like some sort of illusion. All the while, I can hear the static of the creatures coming up dangerously closer. I have no idea how much time I have. Do I defend this shit or do I just smash the glass?
Smash it.
Smash it.
Smash the glass! I drew back the stock of my rifle and smashed through the glass box that houses the lever. The glass shattering is like music to my ears. I reach out for the lever, my hand grasping it. Without warning, I feel immense pain course through my body. It feels like fire racing down my back, causing me to fall to one knee in agony. There's only one of them that I can see. It blasts her horrible static noise at me as I ready my gun. One bullet left. I'm very glad I didn't put that poor man in that other place out of his misery. I take aim and fire. My accuracy rewarded with spew white gas from the creature's core. Backs away. In defense or annoyance, I'm not sure. I start to turn back to the switch when I hear a second creature come gliding up behind me. Its tentacles melt into me and I scream. I can't help it. I sound like a wild animal. I can try to keep fending them off, or I could just go for broke and just focus on the lever. Creatures be damned. What do you guys think?
Ring for the lever.
Yeah,
No,
spring for the
get it
lever.
over with.
Go for it. I put all my strength into my legs. The moment the creature in front of me draws back its eels-like arms to grab me, I pivot backwards. My back strikes the machine, sending agony rocketing through my body. So thankful I broke the glass before this moment, before the coming violence. I stretch out and grab the lever with one last desperate scream that shreds my voice. I jam it down. The tunnel is immediately filled with a flash of immense darkness. It expands from the switch, swallowing the matter around it. At first, I am sure this is the end of me. I expect the darkness to consume me, followed by death. But then another shimmer of dancing white light appears next to me. There are more of these strands of light, rips in space like the ones that previously sent me to that ungodly world in the void. Nothing else to do but die. I try to escape into the shimmer. But that stream of light engulfs me. The expanding darkness of the switch is gone. I feel a huge push. Whoa.
Oh, space.
My body feels stretched, collapsing, like I'm falling in all directions at once. The world goes white, and then there are pinpoints of stars everywhere. One of them breezes directly by my right. I see something that looks like a spiral galaxy distorted in its folds. To my right, I see an endless stretch of stars and gas clouds, formed by some galactic architecture. Beyond the immense beauty, I notice something. I'm seeing the same star patterns over and over. They're repeating like reflections in an endless mirror. Or are these different versions of the same galaxies, the same realities? To my left, I see a calm blue world and can barely make out trees. Familiar Kentucky trees that have been around for the last few weeks. To my right, I see a copy, an orange world, and there are trees there as well, but something strange. Disturbing. As I zoom by, I'm not sure how much control I have in this unusual place, but if I can direct myself, it's worth trying. Orange or blue, ladies and gentlemen?
Blue.
Blue.
Blue it is.
I like blue.
I'm blue, dabba deba da bye. You decided to head to the blue world. Try to focus my mind on heading towards the blue world, not knowing what to expect. My breath escapes me for a moment. Everything is dark and peaceful, and nothing hurts. Hey!
Ah!
With breath back inside my body, I gasp and open my eyes. I'm back. Back at the logging site. How? I'm not sure. Did the shimmers react with the implosion of the switch? Some are accident? I have no idea. I sit up right away and become instantly dizzy. Amy, I say. There's no reason to think that she survived, whatever happened in that tunnel, but some sort of certainty that gets me to my feet. Wonder if I am somehow back in time, before we found the facility. What happens next makes me realize that can't be true. So I start walking forward. I feel a tremor in the ground. Somewhere off in the distance, I hear a metallic groan. The buried facility is being ripped apart under the ground by the activation of the switch. Trees are splintering and falling to the east, and I see them going down like absent dominoes. There's no way Barksdale and Marcus survived. Good riddance. I start to walk away in the opposite direction of the falling trees, but I hear a scream, a woman's scream. I turn back and see a stumbling figure come out of the forest. It's Amy. She looks like a ghost. How is she here? Did she fall into one of the shimmers as well? I decide I don't care and run to her. I throw my arm under her armpit to hook her to me as we walk back to the logging site. You okay? I ask. Amy can only nod through her tears. I look to the area where the facility tore the woods apart and see a large plume of smoke rising into the sky. We've made it out of the facility alive, and that, I suppose, is the most important thing. It's then that I look up and notice the sky. It's a sky!
Trees.
The sky is beautiful and familiar. I'm obstructed by trees that have been standing several minutes ago. I exhale and let my body start to react. It's finally over. I'm not sure how long it would take me to get back to some semblance of a life. But I know one thing for sure. Any day above ground is going to be a good day. The end.
Yay.
Yeah.
Interesting enough, the world that you go into, the blue or the orange one, is directly representative of the world that you get shown. So the orange world that we saw was to show us that orange is bad.
I had a feeling.
Yeah.
I had a feeling too. I was like, blue, that's Earth, guys.
You
Let's
and
go to Earth.
36 of players decide to take the painkillers. Fair. You and 67% of players chose to save Amy instead of Dennis. Wow. You and 70% of players did not kill the man who asked for death. That's impressive. I thought more people would kill him. You and 83% of players head towards the blue world and went home. Hell yeah. All right. Well, good job, guys.
Yeah.
The end.
We did it.
All right, cool. There we go. Put back just chatting. That was fun. That was fun.
Yes.
Besides the two different endings, what can you tell us about your previous playthrough?
So my first ending, we saved Dennis, to the best of my knowledge. We went through, I think, the orange world in that one. Because I believe we shot the guy. If you shoot the guy, you obviously don't have the gun. You don't have the bullet. So after you break the thing and the fucker hits you, you I believe get to slam your gun into his chest or something of that sort. To the best of my memory. It's been a while. But I think it's like a lot more risky. We also didn't break the glass the first time. So when he gets slammed back into it, it hurts him severely. So you can almost die in that scene. I don't know if you can actually die in that scene, but you can get pretty damn close to it. If I recall correctly, whoever you saved, in this case, Dennis, comes up, if you choose to stand there and not pull it immediately, comes up and actually, hurts the monster, so you get the chance to flip the switch. Which is kind of cool.
Okay.
Yeah. The second time we saved, Amy, and Dennis died. If I recall correctly. One of these times we saved Dennis, one of these times we saved Amy. I won't say the second time we saved Amy. But basically the same thing happens there. But we went into the blue world when we saved the second person. And the blue world is much more serene. It's much calmer, much nicer. And you don't get the interaction with the scientist guy. If I recall correctly, you do get to see the monsters moving shit around, and then they start trying to hunt you, just like they did in the orange world. But it's far less interesting than the orange world. I like the orange world a little bit more. But whoever you decide to save or is able to save does come with you to whatever that world is that you arrive in. So either blue or orange at the very end of the game, whichever one you pick, your person who you saved does show up at that point.
Okay.
Yeah. But we did get the good ending. if you choose the orange world and you look up, the sky is fucked. It's bad.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I think if you save Dennis, you look behind you and like you see the event horizon that shows up. Like a full on event horizon happens over the area that you're next to. If I recall correctly.
Oh, great.
Yeah. It's quite crazy. Like there's a lot of different things that can happen in that. As many I've done it 3 times now and the story still changes just a little bit every time. Unfortunately, Strickland always fucking dies. I think there is like a bit of dialogue between Amy and Strickland, where it hints that they are like interested in each other. Directly
so
before he gets fucked.
Amy just watched her crush get fucking blown to bits.
Yeah, and gets several pieces of her brain matter covering her clothes. Yeah.
That's fucking great.
Yeah, no, Amy gets like, whew, it's bad. It's pretty bad. But it's pretty fun. I do really enjoy Buried. It is one of my favorite story games. And there's a lot of like the last chapter of it has a lot of typos, especially depending on how many sequences you go for. But it's really funny. I do enjoy several of the bits. I do wish you could save both. I do wish that was a thing. I'm very sad that you can't save both. That's been like number one problem with the game ever since I last played it, was that you don't get to save both of them, and it's very, very annoying.
I mean, understandable. Like,
yeah,
I want to save both.
But yeah, eventually, you either save Amy or you save Boyo, and yeah, if you save Dennis first, you have to choose, because like Barksdale starts shooting at where Amy is, and she's obviously screaming in pain, so he has a pretty good target on her. So as he's shooting, you have to make the decision to either shoot the gray barrel or the yellow barrel, and if you shoot the explosive one, you burn her to death, which you can do after already shooting off Dennis's hand.
Jeez.
So you really just feel like an asshole the whole goddamn time. I don't know what happens if you shoot at the cloud cover, at the ice. I think it explodes and it turns into a mist because the other ones did, but I honestly don't know. Never had it done.
Just gets liquid nitrogen all over her and just turns into a fucking human popsicle.
That's what you imagine. All right. Do we want to pop over to my friend Nico, who is playing some 7 Days to Die, and go visit her and give her some love?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
7 days.
7 days. She's playing with quite a few friends. I raided her a while ago, but now we get to raid her again. So we're gonna pop over to our end screen. If you guys have journeyed with us before, you know the journey better than I do, feel free to copy that raid message if you'd like to. I hope you guys have had an absolutely wonderful time. This is a wonderful time to spend my 4-year anniversary. Still fucking crazy to me that I've been affiliate for 4 years straight now.
It's fucking nuts.
Absolutely wild. But yeah, hopefully you guys have had a wonderful time. Hopefully this has been a very enjoyable experience for everyone here.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow for some Tyrant's Wrath as we play some D&D. It should be pretty interesting. It should be D&D. It's dynamite. And then Saturday morning we're going to be playing some Sucker for Love for Valentine's Day, and then doing some King's Kindness afterwards with these lovely fellows.
Yay!
Yeah.
Should be a very interesting time. All right. Have a wonderful night, ladies and gentlemen. Take care of yourselves. Get some sleep. absolutely, put yourself to bed. You guys need your eepies and your sleepies and your tiredness.
All right. Good
So.
morning, everyone. I'm going to sleep.
Have a good night, have a good morning, have a good evening, have a good afternoon, whatever it might be for your time zone. Have a good one of those. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeet.